and roll. Look at this. Look at this. 181 SE. 181 SE. Ex-Army 181 SE. So, happy spring Wednesday evening, everyone. Isn't this nice? We've got light evenings now, so I can finally get on and make some more videos. So, yeah, how many of you remember this saw? It's before the channel really, we had a lot less subscribers when I did the little series on this saw anyway. So welcome if you haven't seen this saw before, and welcome if you have. This is my ex-Army 181 SE. True saw geeks out there will know that 181s and I think 266s and a couple of other saws were issued to various militaries in the world. Most notably in Europe, I think the Swedish Army, of course, had them. UK Army, so this is an ex-UK Army, as you can see by its military box. These originally had a helmet and or PPE and a few other bits in. And interestingly, they have a solid ended, although this is a roller, 22-inch bar, which is exactly what we've got here. I don't like it with a 22-inch bar on. I hoped at one point, I did hope the 22-inch bar would be everything to everyone, but I've realised it's nothing to nobody. So yeah, I've dug this out. I've been really wanting to run this saw again lately. This is one of those things where you think, oh, I've got a rare even though this is a bit of a mongrel, as you can see by all the orange plastics, although the main body is green. Yeah, you think, oh, I should look after it. Still the original thin ring, two thin ring top ends and all that. I'll tuck it away. But you just never use them, do you? And I remember using this when I got it out, when I built it all up and everything. I remember loving using this saw. So yeah, I've got it out again. Just because they're very close actually to a 266. 61, 272, that shape and size. They're a little bit heavier, but they're not a lot bigger really. But they're obviously a lot gruntier, punchier. This one's got, I didn't want to mess about with the cylinder too much on this one, so I think I just did like a base gasket delete. Might have done some stuff to the lower transfers. And a very silly, great big exhaust port there. So yeah. I want to get this bar off though, so the first thing I'm going to do, or should we try and fire it? Really, it's getting on, it's about 8 o'clock here in the UK tonight at the moment, so I think I'm going to try and fire it and then swap a bar on it. Should we swap a bar on it? No, I'm going to swap the other bar on it, so I'm going to pause you, swap. I've got a suitably, this is my 394. I've got a suitably old looking 24 on this 394, because the 394 I've got a 30-inch bar hanging around doing nothing with a brand new chain, so that's what this deserves. So this bar's gone on this one. Now let's start her up, check she still runs okay, and maybe even do a couple of little cuts with my safety shorts on. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, pause you while we swap some bars. Okay, we've got bar on. You forget, don't you? It takes a bit more time on these two. It's the only thing with 2 series saws that are a bit of a pain. The outboard clutch. Outboard clutch, changing stuff. Right, this has got some old fuel in. I'm not even going to attempt to run it on older fuel, so it can go into my bonfire petrol. Still looks pretty good actually, it's nice and clear, but let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of that. And here's a confusing one for you, even though this is in a Motomix bottle. Are you still there? Yeah, even though this is in a Motomix bottle, this is Aspen and it is Dominator. Thanks for all your comments on the last video, by the way, with oils. I learnt some stuff about bio oils that I didn't know. I learnt some people really don't like them. But yeah. Right then, let's see how long she takes to fire up. But as you can see, we've lost the light pretty much now, so let's get her running, and then she's all ready to go cutting very soon. Right, I'm not going to mess about too much. She's got quite a bit of compression, so I'm going to go old school. As you can see, she got the compression. Just pull it over with it off for a minute. Get some fuel coming up. Oh, she got some compression. Right, bit of choke. Let's see if she'll go. Oh, she does. She wants to go. Now, of course, on the 2 Series, if you want fast idle, you've got to lock it on the throttle stop. Let's try that. No choke on the fast idle. She is good to go. Chain brake works. I even put her away clean by the looks of it. Amazing. Okay. Well, there she is. Success. I am super pleased to get this out. Sounds like a first world problem. But yeah, the sort of, since messing about with and getting rid of the shed and everything for the last year or so, I've only had a few saws up here. And yeah, I wanted to dig this one back out because I want to run it. I want to get some more saws going. So the other thing is, fingers crossed I'm not going to crash a motorbike this summer, and we can get some of the projects going again, because I know a lot of you are missing the sort of working on saws aspect to the channel. So with that in mind, let's go and look at what else is in that green box. What else is in the green box? Well, if you remember that build series, when I got this saw, it actually came as a pair. There were 2 181 SEs. This is also 181 SE, silver tag. And if you remember, there was a bit of a mess about the green saw. Where's the green saw gone? The green saw has vanished. It's outside again. The green saw had a scored top end, which I don't know where it's gone. Green saw had a scored top end. This saw had a good top end on it, so I put this good top end because this had no spark. So this had a good top end but no spark. So this top end, this 81cc 52mm top end went on the green saw that was just running. And the plan was always to do a 288 conversion on this saw, which we need to get going. So I need to make it get spark. I need to give it a good clean. But everything's there pretty much, apart from a chain brake. I did buy, because there wasn't one, this never had a top cover. We did have an OE 288 top cover. Came off eBay. We've got all the bits in here. Look how good I was. Kept the carb and everything. And we've got a muffler. Exhaust. A nice stock one though. But then we've got a nice modded one on the green saw. So we've got all the bits to make a 288. So that is a project we need to get going with. Get everything cleaned. Anyone got a coil for a 288, 281, 181, 181, 281? Because the 288 has got a different carb setup. It's got a roller on there, hasn't it? So we don't need one of them. What Tillotson is that? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's too dirty. We need to get all this stuff in the steam cleaner. Not steam cleaner, the Vibrati. That's the 22-inch bar, by the way, that the Army one comes with. It is a hard nose. It's a proper hard nose bar. No sprocket at all on that. And it really does rob... It's interesting, actually. I'm starting to think that a lot of chainsaw performance is due to chain drag and how much chain drag there is. And because that's got no nose sprocket on it, it does make a big difference to, I think, the drag and therefore the power of the saw. But yeah, looking forward to running this. I'm very excited. So yeah, thanks for watching. A few more vids coming up. I've brought this, dug this out of storage as well. Look at this, look at this, look at this. 2171. Hands up if you know what that is a red version of. Because we've got another one up there with the silly pipe on. And a few things. Got too many 372 XP shape saws around really, so I think one will be getting sold at some point. See, there's another one. Ignore the fact they're all stacked. It's not very nice at the moment, I know, but that's the way we've got. So yeah, I think I'm going to sell that 365 X-Torque because I've just got too many saws. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? But you know, 365 X-Torque and also the 461. Those two I think will be for sale if anybody wants one or wants to do swaps. Swaps even better for other saws. And excitingly, I think I've done a deal on the saw that you guys have all bought me. So my subscriber money saw. I think we have found the saw, and it's not one of the saws that I thought it was going to be. It's a different saw, but I think very in keeping with the channel. Here's a cryptic clue. It's very in keeping with the channel, i.e. modifying saws and that sort of thing. And it is a very... If you know the saws that I've got, there's a pretty obvious omission of a saw I have not got, and every saw nut should have. I still need to get this going. I've come across a guy who can maybe help me fix that, or we can swap for a working one. But yes, put your answers below if you can have a guess, or put some guesses below. But hopefully I'll have my hands on that in the next few days. But there we go, guys. Good to see you in the shed on a Wednesday. Hope you're all good, and we will speak to you soon. Bye now.